The subject that I want to talk about today takes me back to the year 2000 when I was in Zimbabwe.
My name is Reed Yobe.
That's the year I joined Spaces College to study public relations. I'm a public relations professional. I studied at Spaces College. I was born and raised in Mashala, which is in Masvingo province. Then I moved to Bulawayo, which happens to be the second biggest city of Zimbabwe. I joined Spaces College to study public relations. That's when I got to know about Maslow's hierarchy of needs. That's when I got to know about Maslow's hierarchy of needs. I really love this model. Yes, I love it so much. There are a lot of things that I learned from that model by Abraham Maslow. He's a psychologist. He was a psychologist. He is the one who came up with the model that I'm going to talk about. Maslow, Abraham Maslow, that was his name. Maslow's hierarchy of needs is a model of understanding the motivations for human behavior. These include physiological needs, safety, love and belonging, esteem, and self-actualization. The psychologist Abraham Maslow created this model. Like I said, it maps different motivations onto a pyramid, with each level representing a different human need. Abraham believed that people could not focus on the needs higher up the pyramid until they had mostly obtained the needs in the lower levels. Maslow also felt that fulfillment in life results from being able to meet the needs in all 5 levels. So at the bottom, there are physiological needs, such as food and water. So a person would want to have those satisfied first before they can even think of any other needs. They want to have the physiological needs fulfilled first. Once those needs have been satisfied, then they may crave for or feel the need for the satisfaction of some of the needs up the hierarchy. So at the bottom, there are physiological needs, such as food and water. And then on top, there is a safety needs like security and stability. And then after that, there is on top of that, there is love and belonging, and that might have to do with relationships and feeling accepted. And then after that, there is esteem needs like self-confidence and respect. And then right at the top, there is what Maslow referred to as self-actualization, whereby somebody now wants to reach their potential. This model is used by employers when they want to motivate their employees. So there is need for the employer to understand the level at which a person is in terms of satisfaction of personal needs. the employer must understand that first. So when you hire someone, they're mostly concerned about physiological needs, such as food and water, shelter. They need somewhere to stay, right? So the amount of money that you're giving the person, for as long as they can afford those things, then they'll be fine. And they can work and feel motivated to work. It's all about motivation, remember? I grew up in a mining town in Mashaba, gas mine. That was the name of the company. And there were houses, company houses. So when you get a job, you're given a house. So people will be happy. Those needs have been satisfied. But you'd find that once you get that house, once you have water, in the mine we had, there was free electricity, free water. But you see, once you have all those once all those needs have been satisfied, you feel like you want more. You feel like you deserve better. There are more needs. What you have no longer feel that important. It no longer motivates you. You need something again to motivate you. So, as an employer, your focus must be on your employee to see and understand when physiological needs have been satisfied. Then your next step will be to try and use safety needs, the satisfaction of safety needs, to motivate your employee. Right? Once they feel like it no longer satisfies them as well, you try to figure out a way of motivating them again through helping them out in the satisfaction of the love and belonging needs. And there are various ways in which companies can do that. And even it can go on to even esteem needs and self-actualization. I don't want to waste much of my time, or rather your time, talking more about that. But I want you to know the reason why I'm talking about this. In what way can this help someone out there listening to me? What exactly am I talking about? What subject am I talking about? I'm talking about love. I'm talking about relationships. The understanding of Maslow's hierarchy of needs can help you as an individual to understand human behavior. An understanding of Maslow's hierarchy of needs can also help you to avoid certain problems. And then you won't be too quick to believe people, because you know that from a psychological point of view, there is something that happens to and with people. And it's not their fault. They are wired that way. And you, I'm talking about the person who is listening to me right now, you also wired that way. But one thing is that there is something, and there is always something that will remain important to you. That will always be very important to you. And that's where the focus must be when you are dating someone. That's where the focus must be when you are involved with somebody. Because you might meet up with someone today and they may agree to date you because you probably are coming in as help to satisfy maybe the physiological needs. You're not actually who they need, you're not actually who they love, but they may feel like they love you simply because you are helping to satisfy a particular need. So it is very important for you to be able to separate between the love for satisfaction of needs and the love for you. This must help you not to commit prematurely. You might commit yourself prematurely, having been motivated also by someone's attitude towards you, without knowing that the attitude that other person has towards you is simply motivated by what you have done, which is helping them in the satisfaction of a particular need. Try to check out the level that a person is as far as Maslow's hierarchy of needs is concerned. You see, I am, in most cases, too quick to believe people that have got everything when they show me love and interest. When they show some love, some interest in me, right? And I see that this person has got everything. There is absolutely nothing that they need from me. I have got nothing to give them. When someone like that shows me love and affection, I'm so much quick to believe them. Because I know that there is nothing that I'm doing which is motivating their attitude towards me. Because normally I've come to realize that at work, right? At work, people go up like physiological, that's the one at the bottom. After physiological needs, there is safety needs. After safety needs, there is love and belonging. After love and belonging, there is esteem needs. After esteem needs, there is self-actualization. So you are looking at someone else from a distance as far as work is concerned. What have they achieved? Personal goals in life. From a professional and economic point of view, what have they achieved in their lives? If they have achieved almost like everything, and they are at that very stage, last stage on top, the self-actualization one, when they have reached that one, normally it kind of like bring them down a bit. If ever there is something that can be skipped, I've seen that it could either be love and belonging. And if it's only that, that can only be motivated by whoever that is going to come and provide that. I can give love. That's one thing that money cannot buy. You cannot buy love. You cannot buy that sense of belonging. So what I'm simply saying here is that I'm trying to issue out a warning to people out there that you must be very careful as far as when you're interacting with people. At what stage are they? Surely it's very and it's extremely dangerous to get yourself involved with someone else who is at the lowest bottom of Maslow's hierarchy of needs. Because a person who does not have shelter, a person who does not have food, a person who does not have water, believe me, they welcome anything. And let me use the word anything. They welcome anything that will provide that. But there comes a time when all those things are no longer important to them. Maybe because they are now used to them, or they can help themselves out to get that. Then my question is, where would that leave you? If it's a person who was looking for a job, you show up in someone's life because you can help them to get a job. They probably fall in love with you, and then once they get the job, they no longer feel that's when they now see you who you are, the way you are. They now have the job. They now see you for who you are, and you're really attractive to them. No, you're not. So why were they attracted to you in the first place? Because you were carrying something that they wanted. The most beautiful woman, the most handsome man is the one that has got the key to the satisfaction of the need that you're craving for, something that you're craving for at that particular time. Whoever has got the key to satisfy in that particular area is the most attractive person to you. So you must always remember that. What am I helping this person out with? That's why I myself normally, if I find a person in trouble, I want to help them first. I want to help them first, and I want them to be fine. So fine that they can look after themselves. Then if I've got a question, or if I want something from them, I want to wait until such a time when they have everything that they wanted. Then I can pose my question. So I want you out there to be very careful. I want you to be very careful. Maybe you've got a nice car that makes her feel, I don't know, that puts her on a, self-esteem needs, self-confidence, respect, just hanging around with you because of your status and because of the car that you drive, because of the neighborhood that you stay. You kind of like help them out somehow. So you have to ask yourself a question. Is it really you that they need? Is it really you that they want? If you're to help them out and then they get to that point where they can even afford to buy that Ferrari for themselves, and they can afford that house in that particular neighborhood where you are you going to remain attractive to them? That's my question. Those are the kind of questions that you should be asking yourself. What is it? What is it? Maybe this person is just starved. Yeah, starved sexually. And so once they're satisfied, they look at you, them like, no, this is not what I want. That's how they leave you. Once they get what they wanted, then they leave you. So please, be careful. Be careful. I hope I help someone out there. I hope I help someone out there. My name is Reed Yobe. Thank you so much for your time. The subject that I want to talk about today takes me back to the year 2000 when I was in Zimbabwe.